making a run at it, aren't you? Rolling up a stake and going to Vegas.
Welcome to the #1 poker radio show in the world. This is the Mark Hoke Show. The Mark Hoke Show. 1 full hour of poker news, entertainment, and lots of Sin City surprises. Now, let's bring on the host. Here is Mark Hoke.
All right, everybody, how we doing? Oh my God, what a last 24 hours it's been for me and for the World Series poker. Outstanding craziness. People even attacked my booth. Rat bastards. I hope you enjoy the books. Thanks a lot. But hey, we are here live at the World Series of Poker 2015 edition at the Rio here in Las Vegas. We are having a great time as records are being set, crazy things are going down. Some bracelets are being given out. It's kind of weird. It's almost like with everything that's been happening with the Colossus that there's been bracelet winners, and Robert Mizrachi's heads up for another bracelet coming up today, and no one cares. How about that? I mean, it is just a wild time here at the WSOP, with talking 25,000+ entries as they jam those late waves in on the flights, and we still don't have the official numbers of the payouts yet, but this is going to be something else. By the way, our good friends at Share My Pair apparently, and I got to tweet. I don't even know what the hand is. but I'm going to retweet it because I'm sure that it is something special. As let me see who did this tweet here. Roman. Oh yeah, I know this guy. He's does one of the booths here. Roman Peryalovsky has put out a tweet that says, let me get this here real quick. This has got to be funny. It says, "Thank you for this level of competition at the Colossus," with a smiley face, and has a Share My Pair hand up there. So if any of you have time right now, I don't have time to watch it because we're doing the big show. But if you want to, I just retweeted that. So if you want to let me know what happened with Roman here with that Share My Pair hand, I would love to see it. I think that would be hilarious. So make sure you check that out when you can. That could be pretty good. And of course, you don't have the Share My Pair app. Make sure you download that to your phone today. It's a pretty cool app. You can why tell the story a million times? I can tell it once. That's how you do things around here. Be efficient. Be smart. Something like Share My Pair. All right. So once again, the Colossus Day 1 wraps up yesterday. We're going to go through all 4 flights for you. Hit you with the top players in that one. And then, of course, we will get to the other events going on. Rep Porter is hanging around. He's got nothing better to do. Nothing better to do. Rep, are you in the Colossus here, Day 2?
I failed to survive.
Oh, you failed to survive? I'm sorry.
All right.
Do you want to say hi while you're doing nothing, apparently?
All right, I'll say hi.
You got a latte or a mochaccino or
It's a latte.
orange mocha frappuccino, Zoolander kind of thing going on?
No.
Turn the mic on there for you. What's going on, buddy?
Not much. Straight non-fat milk and espresso. Nothing
Nice.
fancy, no flavor.
Okay.
Just a little iced latte.
Okay. That's legit.
Yeah. How are you?
I'm conscious.
How was your Colossus experience?
My Colossus experience was good.
Yeah?
Except I think I need a little more lessons from the Poker Academy last night. I played all right. Not
Yeah.
great. I had a couple hands that I'm kicking myself on, but
Oh, I mean, the structure's really fast on that. You have to win some pots. It's not like you
Yeah.
get a lot of leeway. 40 minutes in, you go to 50, 100 with 5,000 start with, you have 50 big blinds.
right.
And then another hour and 20 minutes from there, you're starting to stack with 16 big blinds or something.
Yeah,
It goes fast.
I waited too long. I waited a
Yeah.
little too long. But
Yeah, but I mean, when you're the Rio and you're running a tournament that has 24,000 entries and everyone gets to play for 8 hours, and then you have to have 4,000 entries so you can seat them on day 2, you have to make a fast structure up front.
yeah, I mean, it was funny though when you looked at the sheet. It didn't really seem like, and really when I was playing, it didn't really seem that fast, but it was. It wasn't ridiculously fast, like of course the Hyper Turbo going on, but it had a weird feel to it. I never really played a structure quite like that. I don't know what it was, but
Yeah, I mean, most of the 1500s used to be quarter start. You start with 4500, quarter start for an hour, then quarter 50 for an hour, and then it went 5000, and it really accelerated between levels 2 and 6. Like some of those numbers down there, you have to double the blinds. And so when the big blind's a quarter, then it's 50, then it's 100, you've gone 4x in 2 levels. And, good tournament structures try to only double the blinds every other level or every 3 levels as you get deeper into the play. And, the smaller denominations don't work that way. You have to have too many small chips to make it function.
Right.
And so a lot of times they'll start you play the casino at your local place and you get 15,000, and then they let those little levels double up quickly, and it doesn't have as big an impact on your stack. And when you only have 5,000 and those levels double up that quickly, and you go from 50 blinds to 33 blinds to 20 blinds,
Yeah.
it adds up quick.
It was kind of like the old days. When
Yeah.
you came in here, you started with 3,000 chips and
Oh,
a wing and a prayer,
When I first started playing poker tournaments, they were all over that day. You started at noon, and there were 4 of you left at 2 a.m., and there might have been 250 people,
Right.
And now the modern poker world just thinks that's crazy. But I still think the average guy at home, he goes to the casino for the Thursday night tournament and starts at 7 and it's over at 4 at night, and there might be 100 guys or 150 guys, So the average guy plays a structure that's a lot faster. The professional world gets a little spoiled with this. I get a lot of play for my entry fee kind of idea.
Exactly, yeah. Yeah, so now with this did you play Hyper Turbo this morning? Is that what you did? Or
No.
Good
I
call.
went for a little walk, a little exercise, did some stuff around the house. Just had lunch with Brian from the PPA, and so.
Very cool.
Going to play the 4 o'clock, the Deuce to 7 triple draw.
Oh, that's right. That is today. The
Yeah.
10K, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that was and that's a very interesting event. And I think one thing that always stands out to me is just the names that get to the end of those things. I mean, it's the guys like Tom Schneider, and you see these people that are always at the top of that board every year in those tournaments. The new kids don't get into that. It's guys like you and Tom and. And I don't know if Mikey's going to be here or not. He's always fun to watch in those tournaments. But yeah, it's always those 10K and the mixed games are always exciting.
Well, I mean, I think a lot of the limit games, it's really hard to take a really aggressive line and use your chips as weapons in a tournament and try to run up your chips. You're at too big of a disadvantage, and because it's limit, you can't make your opponents fold. They don't have to be quite as risk averse in the limit structures they would in the other structures. So the aggression doesn't work quite as well. So the people who are fundamentally sound tend to do well in those. And I would say the people who are fundamentally sound, but maybe a little on the looser side of the fundamentally sound, like Tom's an aggressive poker player. When he plays in cash games, he's involved more often than some of the other guys. And that will give you a better chance. It gives you more swings. And when you have more swings, it gives you a better chance to run it up in a tournament.
Right.
While still, being in the fundamentally sound range. And so, there's a really a fine line there where you get too loose and everyone can take advantage of you. But if you play, like one of the really tight people have very little variance in their stack, they have a hard time, running deep in that structure of tournament.
Right. Yeah. So it's always fun to watch the names and you guys battling it out over there, and maybe we'll see you at that final table. That'd be all right.
It would make me happy.
It would.
Yeah.
Yeah. But one thing I think I noticed, and we're going to start hitting the results here in a little bit, but with the Colossus going on, it's almost like the other bracelet events just disappeared. We got Robert Mizrachi heads up today, and it just seems like almost nobody's talking about it at all, which is strange. I mean, this event just has taken over the World Series.
I think it's great. I mean, I think, they wanted a flagship type event that could bring more people to Vegas, to the World Series, to engage, just that next level of player. Mm-hmm. The ones who, the World Series is just a little too big. I can't go quite play for that much. And this gave them an opportunity to come and compete and see it. And it created a lot of excitement and a lot of hoopla, and everybody's really into it. I mean, I think overall it's a really successful tournament there.
And I think Las Vegas is pretty excited about it too. I don't know if you really saw what was going on at some of the other casinos. The cash game lines on Bravo, I mean, just wait lists a mile long. I work at the Plaza as a poker host part-time, and we were swamped over there. I mean, swamped. It was crazy. And it's really done something special for poker here in Las Vegas. And I'll be interested to see what they do with this as time goes by. How the World Series schedule will change if they try to do something like this twice a series or something along those lines. I mean, do you think that's a possibility? They might try that?
Well, I think they're kind of going for like a unique idea with each of their big flagship things for the weekends. You know, they have this, and then next weekend they have the Millionaire Maker, which they've had for a couple years, and the weekend after that they're running the Monster Stack, which they added last year. And so, you know, I mean, it's you sort of get the feel that they're trying to create a different type of event on each of the weekends and be able to bring the casual players in for the weekend. And so, you know, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they concocted a whole fourth different kind of to do for, you know, the weekend after that next year. So, but to your point, you know, I went down to the Las Vegas Hilton last night. Some of the staff from the casino I play at in Washington were in town, and they played the employees event, and they were watching UFC and having a drink. So when I got out of the Colossus, I went down there to see them, and I walked in the front door, and they have a couple greeters there, and I asked where the poker room was. And the girl who was the greeter, she was like, "Did you play in the Colossus?" She's just asking me, "Did you play in the Colossus?" I'm like, "Yeah, I played. It didn't go so well. That's why I'm here having a drink with my friends." And then she said that they have like a mini Colossus somewhere today at a different casino, and that she was going to play in that. And she wanted to chat me up about the mini Colossus she got to go play, because she said, I just couldn't take 4 days off to, you know, play the Colossus. If I did good, it's just too much time. And I can play this tournament, it's going to be 1 day, and if I survive, I have to take tomorrow off and, you know, finish it out. But, you know, I mean, so like, yeah, to your point, I mean, Las Vegas Hilton of all places, people are down there talking about it.
Incredible. Yeah, I mean, I was, I noticed that overflow. I had worked in there at the Plaza on, I think it was Wednesday too, and I saw people with WSOP bags, you know, coming in, and no, it's really done something special for poker, and I hope that it continues for sure. And now, you know, so now, like you said, into the schedule, you know, we'll have the Colossus, we got the Millionaire Maker, we got the Monster Stack, you have your ladies weekend, you got the seniors weekend, man. Yeah. We're one event away, I think, from just something
fun every weekend.
Oh my God! Yeah, which will be nice.
Yeah, nice, so. And you know, they might think of, you know, that little mini one drop is always the weekend before the main event. That, you know, has a decent draw, and it's kind of an interesting structure. So if we count that one, they might actually have something for every weekend already.
See, I mean, I know there's energy for that, but I don't know if it's a real true impact event. You know what I mean? This is because I think with the rebuys and everything, it's people tend to stay away from that a little bit. But I don't know. I don't know if they need to do something else or not. It's kind of, I'm sure they're thinking about it already.
I like that they, you know, try to improve the World Series every year, try to make it a better experience, try to bring the players in. That's good, you know.
And, you know, of course, we got the main event coming up down here, and I know you got to be looking forward to that already. I mean, I'm sure it's a little bit down the road for you, but, you know, everybody's still thinking about it. There's Big Hooney, by the way. Look at this guy. You know, just takes over #1 online player in the world all the time. It's kind of fun.
Yeah,
he's the man. I'll tell you what, that guy can play. But are you thinking about the main event at all? I mean,
not a huge amount yet. There's a lot of poker between now and then. You know, I mean, I'm thinking about my event I'm going to play today. I kind of have a loose idea what events are going on this week, so keeping my schedule in mind. And, you know, between now and the main event, I'm going to go home, visit the family. They're going to come down here and be here with me, you know, for several weeks before then. And I'm going to play 30 poker events. You know, so there's a lot of things between now and then. Really, maybe by a week left in June is when I really start thinking about the main event as, like, it's right around the corner. It's going to be fun. Right now, it still feels like it's a long ways away because there's, you know, a lot of poker to be played between now and then. But it's definitely one of the things I think about, like, in the off time of the year when I'm thinking about coming down the World Series. It's always on the radar. But, you know, once you get here and you're, like, in the I'm playing now, I'm doing this, you know, I'm really more thinking about what's going on today and what the rest of the week might look like, and kind of, like, not too worried about what happens 2 weeks from now yet.
Well, speaking about being worried about something, the players in the Deuce to Seven, and, you know, we all know, everybody sees and follows No Limit Hold'em and knows who the top players are in the world. When you go into this event, and you're going to see the top 7 players in the world, who are the ones that you would prefer to not see at your table? Who are the best Deuce to 7 players around?
That's a tough question. So, I mean, in the stakes I play at, there's a couple guys who play in LA pretty regularly who are real solid. Jesse Martin's really solid. Mm-hmm. Matt Schmidt, I can never say his last name, Matt S. We're going to go with Matt S. because he's got a Polish name and I always butcher it.
Okay, fair enough.
I'm not actually sure it's Polish either. Just has 2 Z's in it.
That's just wrong. You shouldn't have 2 Z's in your last name.
That's a good guy. He's one of my friends. But, you know, the two of them play and they're really solid. Brian Tate plays in the games in LA and he's really solid. there were a couple guys who aren't around poker as much anymore, or used to be really solid. But then, guys, people say like Abe Masari, is that how you say his last name?
Yeah.
Masari? They say he's real solid at that game. And, some of the guys who play at that tier above me in Bobby's room where they're playing 1K, 2K, and bigger, which is, I don't like losing my house when I play poker.
No.
So I stay out of that game. Some of the guys who play in that game are real solid at deuce to 7 triple draw as well. So, but I think, the guys who play it on a semi-regular basis are the ones who have, the best chances of going deep. Didn't Tuan Lee win it last year? He plays.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
He plays at the Commerce and some of the games I play on a pretty regular basis. He plays the game well. And there's a lot of people who, really play the game well, and then you get. So probably half the field are going to be people who are pretty close in skill, and about half the field might be lagging behind a little bit, just maybe due to lack of experience or, just not having played as much, or I guess lack of experience covers that part, right?
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, well, it should be an exciting event. We're going to see you and so many other great players playing in that 10K today. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, so keep latteing up. You'll be all right.
Got to have your morning coffee.
Yeah, there you go. All right.
So,
and
right.
hey, well, you want to give another plug to the Poker Academy while you're here before I let you roll?
Oh, sure. The Poker Academy is the greatest thing since sliced bread.
Wow.
That's all I got for
I
you.
like sliced bread, too. It's pretty good stuff.
It's good for sandwiches, right? No, but, the Poker Academy, I'm pretty happy with the product we made. I think it really will help people improve their no-limit tournament game. And it is designed to be a comprehensive course, so keep that in mind when you're looking at it. You're not going to go in and study one strategy and then try to improve your game in just one little area. It's taking an overall look at tournaments and making sure that your play is congruous from the start to the end of the tournament, and that you consider all the aspects of tournament play when you're making your decisions. And there's a lot of there's a course trailer on our site. There's some videos about who I am, who Rick Fuller is, my cousin, who's my partner. There's some videos about how we think about poker and how we try to teach poker, and all kinds of free stuff to take a peek at and just see how the course is going to work once you decide to get into it.
All right, well, get over there and pokeracademy.com/Mark.
Yes.
You gave me a little backslash there. It's very sweet of you. So make sure you check it out. Rep, good luck today, my friend.
Thanks, Mark. Appreciate it.
Yeah, hopefully we'll see you on that final table there.
That would make me happy.
That would be very good. Yeah. All right, there you go. Rep Porter, everybody stopping by. And while Rep was here, we just saw Daryl Fish, Chris Moorman, Big Hooney, unfortunately taking the walk, which is not good. That's a tradition down here. When we were up for the most part, we were up at the Amazon room last year, and you don't get to see the walk that much. It's the walk of getting busted from these tournaments, and of course, especially day one of the main event. Day 1, 2, 3, we get to see all those players who are unfortunately saying goodbye and entering their World Series out here. But it's been it's been interesting so far, and we're going to keep an eye on this Hyper Turbo that's being played today. Oh, these kids playing these 20-minute levels, they've got to be nuts. Nuts, I tell you. All right, let's step back, take a break, and I think we may have some other people flying around. We'll keep our eyes peeled, too, and see who else we can grab. Thanks to Rep for stopping by. We do appreciate it. So stick around, everybody. We'll be right back here on the Mark Hoke Show, live from the World Series of Poker here in beautiful Las Vegas. Stick around. We'll see you on the other side of the break.
There's nothing better than sitting down to play poker with good friends and cutting loose. And that's what you're going to find when you tune in to Poker Night in America. Poker Night in America is revolutionizing televised poker in a big way, with all the action you love and the hilarious fun you've been missing. Come take a seat at the table with all your favorite players, old and new, with Poker Night in America. Mondays, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific on CBS Sports Network. And don't forget to visit the show online at PokerNight.com. So pull up a chair and join us Mondays on Poker Night in America.
Hi everyone, Mark here. If you're a poker player like me and looking for something different and exciting to play, you should give Open-Face Chinese Poker a shot. It has just the right mix of skill, luck, plus a huge dose of the fun factor we're all looking for. There's a reason Open-Face Chinese Poker has everyone from the recreational player to the top pros hooked on its thrills, action, and unique social interactions you won't find in Hold'em. An incredible game like this has got to be worth checking out. And it's easy to learn, especially by using the ABC Chinese Poker app. Download the ABC Chinese Poker app on iTunes today and find out what everyone's talking about. And if you have questions about the game, tweet at ABC Chinese Poker and they'll be glad to help you along. So join the Open Face Chinese Poker community today with the ABC Chinese Poker app, and we'll see you at the tables.
Only a donkey would call my pre-flop bet with a deuce tray.
Hey, deuce tray is my lucky hand, and besides, they were suited. Man, I played that hand great.
That was a real share my pair hand.
Share My Pair, the best way to share your poker stories with friends, for free. Available from the iTunes App Store and Google Play. Download the app now.
PokerShop.com is your one-stop shop for all your poker and game room needs. PokerShop.com has you covered with an incredible variety of poker chips and supplies, top quality playing cards, plus gaming tables and room accessories, just like you'd find in your favorite casino. And if you're looking to spruce up your man cave, we offer a wide selection of decor options, from lighting to mirrors and portable bars to bump stools, to make your game room the one all your friends and family will be talking about. So for everything you need to make your game night a great night, go to www.pokershop.com and receive 10% off your purchase with the code HOKE, H-O-K-E. You supply your friends, we supply everything else. Live it, love it, pokershop.com.
Join us for the PPC Poker Tour stop right here in Las Vegas at the Golden Nugget for the PPC Golden Nugget Aruba Satellites, June 4th and 5th. Event starts both nights at 5 p.m. with a $175 buy-in and a guaranteed $4,000 PPC Aruba World Championship package up for grabs both nights. So come on out for the PPC Poker Tour at the Golden Nugget Las Vegas, June 4th and 5th, and check out the PPC Poker Tour stops at ppcpokertour.com. See you at the Golden Nugget for the PPC Poker Tour.
Most poker websites drop you into a sea of videos and it's choose your own adventure time. You learn a lot of great moves from pros, but they don't teach you how they fit into your game. Isn't there a better way to learn tournament poker? We think so, and that's exactly what you'll get at thepokeracademy.com. It's a completely different kind of training site. We teach you how all the tactics of tournament play fit together into a comprehensive strategy topped by a 2-time WSOP bracelet winner. Use the link thepokeracademy.com/mark to get a free 166-page course guide when you sign up. That's thepokeracademy.com/Mark.
Want more of The Mark Hoke Show? Then follow us on Twitter at Mark Hoke Show and like our Facebook page at The Mark Hoke Show for show news and outstanding poker content from around the world. Plus, enjoy the show anytime by subscribing to our podcasts on iTunes or at markhokeshow.podbean.com. We're even on your mobile phone at markhokeshow.podbean.com/mobile. Thanks for listening and being a part of The Mark Hoke Show.
Now, let's return to the Mark Hoke Show. The Mark Hoke Show. Here again, your host, Mark Hoke.
And we are back here on the Mark Hoke Show, live from the World Series of Poker. Hyper Turbo is on break. These crazy kids in there plunking down this money to just go, well, I'll say ape shit. I will say, there's my first bomb of the show.
What is it, a grand for that?
I believe so.
That's cheap. Money for these kids.
Yeah, it's all right. But you know what? We've got Ace here from Zen Poker Mentoring. We got all sorts of poker educators flying around here. This is pretty cool. But you know what, Ace? I'm going to go to the fan cam. Are you excited about this? We got a fan cam.
I can barely hear you.
I'm sorry. I'll speak. Should I speak?
There you go.
All right. Well, we have a fan cam. So all the great players in the world coming on, you know, we can let everybody, you know, see what's happening there.
I brought something for you to try out.
I'll throw the fan cam in between us there, but yeah.
Oh,
so
okay, now I got you.
So you can see everybody kind of meander around the hallways. There's some great players.
See that?
And Ace has the Zen
Poker
Queen's backpack.
Backpack seat cushion.
Wow, there you go.
Exclusive for the WSOP this year. Here, pick your butt up.
I pick my butt. I get a booster seat. I have a great. The chicks dig that. They like that.
Chicks dig it. Here. Now sit down.
It's my third best.
Ooh.
Wow, look at me.
Now you're out of the camera view.
Wow, see, now here's the time to do an interview with Rasty. You know, I'm up on his level on this. It's funny. See, now I feel like I got to slump down there.
Now you got to hunch over like you're eating at the prison.
Yeah, something like that. Ace, how's things going with Zen Poker Mentoring over there?
It's picking up. I mean, we've already had our May 26th cash event with Rasty, which went off without a hitch. It went off really well. We had a good time. Everybody was enjoyed it. Then we had May 29th with Oasis Ahmed. Who's a pretty amazing guy. He's a really great speaker, really knows his stuff. More of a mixed game specialist, and they just ate that up. We had a good 2 sessions with him. Coming up June 4th, we have 6-time bracelet winner, back-to-back Flack.
Yeah.
We're picking up some momentum with that one, so we're trying to get that going. And then June, if I get these dates right, 18th with Maria Ho. I think is it June 18th with Dan Heimiller? Okay, I get them confused. The
you
25th.
Get Dan Whoa! You get Dan Heimiller and Maria Ho confused.
The dates.
Wow,
the
you got
dates,
is that hat
the
okay?
Dates.
Not too tight. Just check it.
The dates. Which one's the day before the ladies' event? The 25th. They're on the So I have Maria Ho on the 25th.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Wow, I am so tweeting that soon. Unbelievable.
You're in trouble with both of them now.
Yes, absolutely. Well, Dan might be flattered.
Look at this. Now, where's your camera so you can
get
Mercier?
Jason Mercier. Yeah, I can put that. Yeah. They might have gotten by the cam view, I think.
Oh no.
Yeah, I think they're all screwed. Well, we can put it up again and see what. Oops, how about I hit the right one? Now, how about I hit the right one again? There we go. Let's do that. Nope, Jason's off the camera, but there he is. You can see him. That's the back of Jason Mercier.
That's a good back though. I mean, if you were going to have a back, you'd have a Jason Mercier back.
Yeah, you bet. Yeah, so there we go. Got the fan cam going there. See, and everybody asks me, when we're doing these shows, because we're out on break. It's it's like poker royalty. There's Bill Reynolds. Hey, Bill, what's up? And he's gone in another world there. He's in Turbo World.
He's in Turbo World.
That's got to be tough, man. The world's got to. You got to eventually get the world slowed down there. but yeah, it's always fun to be out in the hallway on these breaks.
Absolutely.
Because you see poker royalty.
It's the
out
who of who is going to be there.
Yep. Just let's see who else.
And we have our European
contingent. Yes.
Contingent. That's the word I was
look
looking
European. For. That is European. I did notice that. I don't know if you saw this because you were down here a few days ahead of time, getting everything
many
set up
days
for the
ahead
booth.
Of time.
Did you notice that before the Colossus, there were a lot of non-English speaking people here that usually don't show up until about 2 to 3 weeks before the series is over? I mean, I thought it was a really big sign for the Colossus.
It's a great sign when they come by my booth because they're always asking questions in German and Spanish and all these different. And I just go like this. I just point to the right because I know where they want to go. They want to go to sign up. They want to go get a card. So I have this thing. The right. I don't even hear the languages anymore.
Very nice. So how bad are the questions for you? I know I get a lot of questions.
Oh, my God. I mean, they just think if you have anything on your table that says WSOP, they think that you're part of the company.
Right.
And they have every question. There isn't a question I don't get asked. I had people try to pay for the Colossus at my booth.
Wow, that would have worked out nicely.
So it was crazy.
That is something. Oh my God! Yeah, I've gotten some good ones in here. Well, the one that irritates me down here is where's the bathroom?
Yeah, well, it's 30 feet away from you.
I could put the fan cam on the sign over there. That says restrooms. That's a really big sign.
It's 30 feet from you.
Yeah, and it's as big as I am.
That's too funny.
That is something else. Yeah, we are all suffering out there. Oh my God. Yeah, so of course Zen Poker Mentoring taking off. I mean, a lot of great things happening. What's next for you guys after the series? Because you've got all this great stuff coming.
Wow.
Where else are we headed?
After the series, it's a good question. We have feelers out right now. We're looking at California for sure. Probably something to do with mixed game because we're getting a lot of requests for that. And we actually get a lot of requests to go down to Phoenix. I think right before, isn't there like some big Phoenix?
Arizona State Championship?
Arizona State Championship. Yeah. We get a lot of requests for that. And we also have Dan Schneider that lives right there.
Yeah.
So we're thinking about doing Dan Schneider down there at that time. And then we're also going to go to Florida probably in December. Maybe we'll meet you out there at the Hard Rock.
That's a good possibility. That'll be all right.
When you're out there traveling the world like you do.
Oh, it's something else, man. It has been something else. Those patches are still looking good, though. They look great. And push it out. It's all good.
We're gonna get you a patch. No, you have to get a Mark Hoke patch. Do you have any Mark Hoke
I
patches?
was gonna get some done, but I had a promotion I was gonna do, and then
I told you, American Patch Company, I think it was.
Yeah, I've got it.
That's who it was.
I've got it. I've got it bookmarked. Absolutely. Oh man, but I'll tell you. Well, let me ask you about the Colossus. Now you played. I'll throw this out to you for advice for people, and this isn't busting your chops or anything. I mean, because we both busted it, but you entered one of those late waves last night at 11:45, and you told me obviously you're coming in with so few chips, but at least you're getting a shot. Would you recommend if that situation occurs next year, or we do have the Millionaire Maker coming up, or I mean the Monster Stack where we saw a lot of that last year? Would you recommend to people getting in on a really late wave?
Absolutely
like that?
not. It was just on a bet. It was really what it was.
Yeah.
It was a bet, and just for laughs and giggles. I highly would not recommend it. I had a good time. I didn't take it very seriously, to be honest with you. It was what it was. I mean, you're going in 5,000 chips at level 8, $200, $400, $50 ante, and there's a 50,000 stack to your left and 100,000 to your right, and so forth. So it was just more as a bet. And if I'd made day 2, I would have made some money. So in the bet, but it was all right. It was fun, but absolutely never recommend it. No.
I think one thing that I would foresee you guys having to deal with at your clinics at some point after this tournament was over, so many amateurs just got done playing this thing.
So many
amateurs just got done playing
this.
Playing maybe their first World Series event. And it's a little different structure. I mean, when you look at it, it doesn't seem like it's moving real quick, but it still did have some speed to it.
Yeah.
And that, I think that would be interesting that you guys might want to be taking a look at to cover how to handle a structure like that and for next year when everybody comes back.
Well, we actually do that in a sense because all of our events right now are right before major events, and they're being addressed. Their actual structures are being addressed within the confines of that event. So we are actually doing that. Hopefully it has some impact. That's the whole idea of it, obviously, is to have impact with the players. And we are getting a lot of walk-ins. I mean, it's funny you mentioned it, but the other day when we had Oasis Ahmed, people that busted out in the Colossal came to the 2 to 6 class.
Oh, nice.
So, because we had a little sign out there. I felt bad and I felt good. I felt bad that they busted out, and then they took a class after the fact instead of taking a class before the fact.
Right.
So, but it works out.
So are you playing more events? I mean, do you have?
I hope to play some more events. I'll have a little break after June 4th. We don't have another event till June 18th, so I'll have a little break in there. I'm thinking the Mega Stack, I think, is around the 11th or 12th.
Oh, that's right. We've got that one too.
I think that's a good one. It's a nice deep.
So many great tournaments.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, it just. I hate it when it's over, and then sometimes you hate it while it's happening.
Yeah.
Because it takes up your whole life. As you being an announcer and me doing what I do, so it's where we make our hay. So we do what we got to do.
You bet. So if anybody wants to get involved in your classes or anything, you want to give them the rundown and.
Well, absolutely. I want to do something special because I mean it's not even on our website. We don't have a promo code or anything hooked up for you or anything, but we are charging $250 for a half day.
Okay.
So anybody that's listening to the Mark Hoke Show, and it's only you people listening to the Mark Hoke Show, will know about this. So we'll find out.
Until I tweet it.
We'll send. Yeah, we'll set up a promo code Mark Hoke or just Hoke. Hoke is probably the best one, and it'll save you $50 on a class.
There you go.
On the Lane Flat class coming up on June 4th, and basically that's it in a nutshell. I mean, we're just trying to fix people's leaks. I mean, how can you not learn something from a 6-time bracelet winner sitting at a table with only 10 people? He has your full attention, and he's done it 6 times.
Right.
Compared to me and you have done it 0 times.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we have no bracelet winners coming to our events. So, I mean, it makes sense to find out what they've done in the past so you can do it in the future.
Okay. So there you go. You get $50 off with the code Hoke. So, guys, get out there.
I'll get it in the computer this afternoon.
Okay. And that's lab on June 4th. So, coming up next Thursday, correct?
And we have seat cushions. How is that working for you anyways?
They're good. I have a few of these.
Do you really?
Oh, I know of the warehouse where these are stored.
We actually.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah.
It's comfy and cozy. Maybe somebody will steal this out of my booth tonight too.
You having a lot of that going on, huh?
You know, I am so mad about yesterday. I put ropes around the side here to keep everybody out. All my chairs were out. 3 books. I had a few books down here that were given to me as gifts.
Oh my God.
3 of them got stolen. And
wow.
My stuff was like, everything on my table was on a chair off to the side, and somebody had used my internet line, and I was like, wow. And that is, and honest to God, that has never happened. I've only ever had one thing ever even get messed with in my booth in the past 3 years, and then I came into that this morning.
I saw a couple of girls sleeping on the table here.
Yeah,
last
well,
night.
they owe me a little bit for that. Wenches.
And we are also
Sorry.
selling those seat cushions also, if anybody's interested. They're only $30 a piece, 2 for $50.
They're great, too.
Yeah.
Look what they did for me.
Yeah, and I'm taking that one back, too. That's our demonstration model right now.
It's a demo model.
It's a
All
demo
right.
model. I'll get you a fresh one.
Okay, well, thank you. I appreciate that. You're a good man, Ace. All right, buddy.
Looks like everything's calming down now.
Yep,
Everyone's
everybody's
going back into play.
Headed back in for that
It's
hyper
just
turbo.
amazing to me. Dreams are made and broken like crazy around here. You hear the bad beat stories walking by that you've heard a million times, and then you hear that story about the person that lasted 4 days and became a millionaire. It's frightening that somebody that paid $565 and last 4 days is going to change their life.
Yeah, that's going to be a couple $1 million in their pocket. But I mean, and to me, aside from the money, one of the thing that really gets me about that tournament is when you really think about that, you're going to have beaten, probably the number is going to end up around 25,000 entries. I mean, that's a big town,
That's a lot. I mean, you've played poker. I played poker, and I finished second once in a circuit event, and I can tell you every time that I was in with the worst hand and came out with the best hand, and you got to realize how many times you're going to be all in this tournament and probably behind,
right,
and come out ahead to be able to make it. So there, obviously there's strategy involved, but there is that certain little bit of luck involved there too.
Yeah.
Well, you're running good, and it's just crazy to think about that. It's weird.
I couldn't imagine what that's going to be like when whoever wins this gets a couple days to think about it.
Yeah, really.
I mean, because you're going to be caught up in the moment when it all happens, and you'll have the celebrations and everything
with
else.
your
the parties
friends
of
and
friends.
family.
But eventually, you're going to go home and you're going to sit down and be watching TV and just saying, "My God, I beat 25,000."
Yeah, I just got goosebumps. I'll be honest with you. It's funny. It's an amazing feat. And then what do they do next? Are they
what do you do?
Are they the atypical player that jumps in the next one, or do they just walk off into the sunset?
Yeah, they might have to get a few more days off work.
A couple.
Just a hunch.
A couple.
I think I'd call off for a few days if I wanted to.
I guarantee you they'll play in the main, and they'll probably go play some high roller event for $25K just to get it out of their system.
Yeah, and learn real quick.
Yeah, that it was a once in a lifetime thing.
Yep.
All the stars were aligned for you.
Yeah, it's going to be something. And so that'll be wrapping up here in a few days. And of course, if you want to prep for any one of the other events and chase your bracelet dreams, here's one of the guys that can help you do it.
Sweet. Absolutely. I really appreciate that. And Mark Hoke Show has been a great sponsor of ours, so we really appreciate it. And hopefully we'll do more in the future, man.
We heart you. You know that. You're my best buddies. I love you, Ace. I always did.
Me heart you. Can't make this stuff up.
I know. I'm damn good at what I do. What can I say? Oh my God! All right. Well, I'll tell you what. We're gonna Ace. I'll let you get back to your. We're good. I haven't even talked about what's been going on at the World Series here yet. We've just getting some great guests. Yeah.
Oh,
there's
wow.
tournaments going on. There's other tournaments.
I thought there was just like something on sale at Macy's or something around here. Target.
Yeah, the Ladies Unmentionables is down the hall there.
There you go. Run, Forrest, run!
Oh,
the last
man.
call, that is hysterical.
Man, I might keep this thing. I like being up a little higher.
I got to put that back on the demonstration.
My ass was on it, Ace. All right.
I don't care. It's somebody else's ass.
Do you want me to sign it?
You.
I can sign it.
Yeah, you can sign it in fluorescent.
I'm not even going there. All right, I will stand up. I'll let you take that back.
Oh, that's too funny. Oh, your wallet came with it.
Yeah, well, you're not going to get anything out of that. Wow, I have shrunk. Man, I felt so on top of the world, and now it's all over.
It is a nice little toy.
Ace is wrecking my ropes, by the way, too, just for fun.
I'm going to get you the regular ones.
Yeah, that would be awesome. I think that would be a good idea.
If you walk down with me, we grab one each.
Well, I can't go. I'm on the air. I can't come down now.
Well, I'm on air, too. I'm walking on sunshine. Whoa.
Yep. I used to think maybe you loved me.
So how many hours of sleep are you not on?
About 4. I got lucky and got 4. It's been a rough week. Been a rough week, and more to come. But a lot of cool stuff happening too. Yeah, we're gonna have a great time with the show and some hopefully big announcements coming here for you this week. Some major projects ready to get rolled out, and I'm sure Zen Poker Mentoring will be a part of it. So. Thanks, Ace. Appreciate it. There you go, Ace McFarland, Zen Poker Mentoring. Go to ZenPokerMentoring.com, and there you go. Don't forget, you've got that code HOKE for $50 off for the Lane Flack Lab next week, and we'll make sure we tweet that out. So hop in there and have some fun. All right, and there's one of the guys that I played with last at the Colossus. All right, so some players meandering in and out of here. As of course, once again the Raz or Deuce 7 tournament coming up here, 10K buy-in starting in just a little while, and we are gonna get to that eventually. Yeah, I think. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's do my on-air sponsor break. Let you guys know some of the great companies that have been taking the time to join us with us here as partners in the 2015 World Series of Poker. We're very thankful for them, and that's the fan cam. How about we hit the correct button, and we'll throw that up there for you. There we go. Of course, we are on the Mark Hoke Show. Once again, broadcasting live from the World Series. We're going to be doing shows at like 2 or 8, depending on how my schedule works out. But just keep an eye on MarkHokeShow.com, Mark Hoke Show on Twitter, and the Mark Hoke Show on Facebook for all the information. And, of course, we just had Rep Porter on from the Poker Academy. Go to PokerAcademy.com. And, man, Rep is an amazing guy. We've all known this for a long time. And, of course, it's got some bracelets. Pretty darn good player. So you want to learn from one of the best. Look at this. Just when I'm doing my sponsors, look at the Tourney tune-up. Hang on, I got to pause this for a second here, real quick. This is hilarious. Ace has brought over the sign with the Tourney tune-up hand lab June 4th with Lane Flack, 6-time World Series of Poker bracelet winner. Zen Poker Mentoring, 855-936-7653, ZenPokerMentoring.com. That's going to cost you $10. You all right, fair enough. My God. All right, back to our sponsors here. We got our good friends, ABC Chinese Poker. Make sure you go to abcchinesepoker.com. You can learn about the app. And, of course, download it today for your iPhone or iPad. Just go to ABC Chinese Poker. Look it up. Live it, learn it. And it's one of my favorite apps. I play it all the time. So check it out, ABC Chinese Poker on iPhone and iPad today. Our good friends at BlueRail.net. Bob getting double views on there. Make sure you go to BlueRail.net. God, if you need a website, I'm telling you, you're going to get one of the best in the business. Bob is fantastic. Go to BlueRail.net. And he will get you set up, e-commerce, business, personal, whatever you need. Check it out today at BlueRail.net. We also have the PPC Poker Tour, and, of course, they are hitting the Golden Nugget coming up here also on the 4th and 5th of June, as we have 2 Aruba satellites coming up, $4,000 prize packages to go to the Aruba Championships, and, of course, so many other events all over the country. Go to ppcpokertour.com today. And get involved, and we'd love to see you over at the Golden Nugget and all the other PPC events. PokerShop.com. Boy, I'll tell you what, you want to buy poker supplies, there is no other place to go. Go to PokerShop.com. You're going to get 10% off with the code HOKE, H-O-K-E, and, man, they've got everything. Cards, chips, books, bars, signs. I don't think they have the inflatable blow-up dolls, but everything else they've got you covered. Go to PokerShop.com. The Nevada Poker League, free poker in Las Vegas. Those of you that bust out of the Colossus, well, you got something else to do. You can play for free at one of the 20 locations across Las Vegas at NevadaPokerLeague.com. So go down and check out the schedule today and go play. I'm telling you, you're going to have a fun time with the NPL. Of course, Share My Pair, we were talking about them. Download that app today for your in the App Store, and you're going to be able to tell everybody about that hand one time. Why say it a million times when you can say it once with Share My Pair? Of course, you can check them out at sharemypair.com. Of course, the Grindettes are favorite ladies, Katie Stone, Katie Dozier, Jen Shahade, and Jamie Kerstetter. Amazing ladies team, and boy, they just continue to invade the poker community. Go to grindettes.com. You can follow them on Facebook at the Grindettes and on Twitter at Grindettes. So say hi to them today. And, of course, Poker Night in America, good friend Todd Anderson. There's a big announcement coming tomorrow, and this is huge, by the way. So keep your eyes peeled, and hopefully we're going to have Todd on the show tomorrow night to make that announcement. But it's at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific on CBS Sports Network. Check out one of the great poker shows out there right now, Poker Night in America. And, of course, you can check us out Wednesdays, 5 p.m. on KSHP 1400 AM here in Las Vegas and KSHP.com. For those of you around the world, we'd love to have you join us on the show. Of course, follow us on Facebook at The Mark Hoke Show and, of course, Twitter, The Mark Hoke Show, or Mark Hoke Show. There you go. So thank you for indulging us on that. We do appreciate it, and that takes care of our sponsors on this show. Now, let's take a look at what's happening in the World Series this year. Oh, my God. I'll tell you what. We're going to save the Colossus for last. Of course, we did award our second bracelet yesterday, and or a third bracelet, second bracelet a couple days ago, third bracelet yesterday, as we've got a winner in the $1,500 Omaha High-Low 8 or better, event number 3, and that'll come on my screen here in just a second, as that goes to Don Zuin, taking that. Oh, wait, no, I'm sorry, their heads up. Pardon me. There was another bracelet event 4. Event 3, we have heads up right now. They'll be going on. That is starting here in about 15 minutes. Robert Mizrachi goes for another World Series of Poker bracelet, taking on Jacob Dahl. Those two are heads up for the title. It's 2 bracelets so far for Robert Mizrachi. He'll be looking for bracelet number 3 later on today. Should be pretty exciting, as we will. It's almost. I saw somebody tweeted that it's not a World Series without a Mizrachi winning a bracelet, and yeah, that's kind of how it goes. So Jacob Dahl will try and hold him off. Let me get those chip counts for you here real quick. Dahl is leading, and he's got a pretty sizable lead at this point. 5,085,000 chips for Dahl. Mizrachi at 1,815,000. So those two, once again, playing for the Event 3 bracelet. Some interesting names. So there, Don Zuin finishing third. He wins 97,185. Ryan Himes in fourth. Dominic Kuzi in fifth. James Juvancic in sixth, finishes sixth. Win Tran finishes seventh. Bruce Levin in eighth. Thomas Taylor in ninth. So those are your 3 through 9 in event number 3. And once again, they'll be settling that business here just a little while this afternoon. Event number 4, for the $3,000 No Limit Hold'em Shootout. James Woods makes that final table but comes up short. Nick Petrangelo wins his bracelet, $201,812, of course, out of Feeding Hills, Massachusetts. So, long-time guy on the circuit. So, big congratulations to Nick Petrangelo winning a World Series of Poker bracelet as he knocks off Jason Less. Less wins $124,696, followed by David Peters, Jeffrey Griffiths, Derek Bowers, Andreas Heuvold, James Woods, Brian Lemke, Leo Volpert, and Lonnie Harwood. A great final table. Filtered, some of the bigger names filtered out, but Nick Petrangelo wins a World Series of Poker bracelet in event number 4. 2 more flights yesterday of the Colossus. We'll take look at the ones in 5A, 5B first, real quick. As soon as that comes up on my screen, event looks like we got some different updates up there, but they do mention about 3,500 players are coming back for this one. And just looking, the number of entries hasn't been announced yet. Right now, WSOP.com reporting it's going to be over 22,000 entries for that tournament. Unbelievable. Let's go take a look at day 1A that took place starting yesterday morning, and we'll get the chip counts. Get off those updates. Ty Durakas wins day 1A, 179,100. Still obviously a long way to go. David Song second, with 140,600. Jose Franco third, 139.3. Muhammad Ayash at 137.7. Fifth in that flight, Frank Williams at 133.4. Eric Hoffman in sixth, 125.9. Casey Miller, 120,500. Cloran Corbett, 119,900. John Walker, 116.8. William Akima finishes in the top 10 in that flight as well, 115,000. 500 chips for him. Day 1B, the one that I got bombed out on last 2 nights ago, Ian O'Hara, and that is a scary name. I guarantee people don't want to see Ian making a run this. He is one tough player. Wins in flight 1B, 184,000 chips, followed by Michael Rocco out of Tustin, California, 158,100. Urban Labor finishes third in the flight, 126,100. Michael Grebe finishing fourth, 125,600. Brian Pincus, 124,600. Christopher Rhodes, 123,400. Marco Gasporovic, 123,100. Brandon Shane in eighth in that flight, 117,500. Alejandro Duque, who I got to play with that night, 114,200. And Carrie Jane Craigie out of Seven Oaks, the United Kingdom, 112,000 chips bagged on day 1B. We go to 1C. And that flight, yesterday's morning flight, won by Steven Girales, 159,900 chips, followed by Simon Deadman. Boy, there's an interesting name to see at the top of this board early. 125,000. Patrick Chan, 123,600. Adam Owen at 116,600. Michael Greenleaf, 115,600. Jordan Christos bags 110,700. Oh boy, here we go. Luisan Jumakov, 108,000. He is out of Kazakhstan. And I told you, they came from everywhere for this thing, and that is not a surprise to see names like that up there. In eighth, Taylor Van Kriegenberg out of Lowell, Massachusetts, 104,400. Lance Garcia, 103,800. And Osim Dardan finishing 10th in that flight, 103,300 chips for him. Final flight last night, wrapping up day 1, won by Ardit Kershumi out of Revere, Massachusetts, 169,100. Yuval Bronstein, 169,000. Yulian Kolev out of Sofia, Bulgaria, finishing third in that flight, 150,900. Joseph Reddick, 128,700. David Myers, 128.3. Travis Miller, 128.2. Ephraim Sanchez, 124,100. Gary Sims, 110,500. Zayad Savaya at 100,900. And Yu Tang finishing 10th in the flight, 100,200 chips. So not a lot of big names at the top, but of course a lot of big names still in that tournament. And of course we'll be kicking that off. It should have started a little while ago. So there you go. That's where it is right now. So pretty exciting as we get day 2 rolling here in the Colossus. Let's see if we've got any interesting updates here on the big board. Just some of the other names in there that you might know. Of course, Taylor Parr, Mike Leah, Dan O'Brien, Vanessa Russo, Dan Heimiller, Greg Mueller, Jeremy Osmus, Chris Mormon, Will Fiala, Andy Black, J.C. Tran, Nicole Pahuja, and Luis Valador. Just some of the people that got through on to day 2 in the Colossus. But one in event's going to be still no announcement on official total entries and prize pool, but that should be up later on this evening on WSOP.com, so make sure you take a look there. And what's going down, baby? I mean, it's going to be an exciting couple of days here at the World Series of Poker, no question about it. And, of course, more events coming up today. Of course, the $1,000 Hyper Hold'em event. First time they've put this one in, of course, starting with 20-minute blind levels on that. That started at 11 o'clock. We got also, just had Rep Porter on, $10,000 limit, Deuce to 7 Triple Draw Low Ball Championship starting at 4 o'clock this afternoon, so we can see a lot of the big dogs playing that one. Monday will bring us the Event 8 $1,500 pot limit hold'em tournament at noon start, and Event 9 the $1,500 Raz kicking off at 4 o'clock. Tuesday, of course, brings one of my favorite events, the $10,000 Heads Up No Limit Hold'em Championship. Always a great event to watch, so make sure you follow along as some of the best in the business are going to be duking it out mano a mano to try and win that bracelet. Also then on Tuesday, $1,500 No Limit Hold'em starting at 4 p.m. Of course, big event coming up this weekend is the Millionaire Maker. You know, I remember when that was the big secondary event. Everybody loved it. It was the superstar thing, and now, yeah, it's kind of like number 4. But there's just nothing that's going to compare to this Colossus tournament. I mean, it's the impact that it has had on the city and the World Series of Poker, without question, is going to be remembered forever. And I'm sure this tournament will continue on in the schedule, to say the least. A great kickoff tournament to start the World Series of Poker. I said about 3,500 players coming back for that later on today. All right, and let's say we'll step back. We're going to take another break, and we'll be right back with more from the World Series of Poker here on the Mark Hoke Show. Thank you for joining us. We do appreciate it, guys, and we will see you on the other side of the break, so stick around. We'll be right back.
Join us for the PPC Poker Tour stop right here in Las Vegas at the Golden Nugget for the PPC Golden Nugget Aruba Satellites, June 4th and 5th. Event starts both nights at 5 p.m. with a $175 buy-in and a guaranteed $4,000 PPC Aruba World Championship package up for grabs both nights. So come on out for the PPC Poker Tour at the Golden Nugget Las Vegas, June 4th and 5th, and check out the PPC Poker Tour stops at ppcpokertour.com. See you at the Golden Nugget for the PPC Poker Tour.
Nevada poker players, it's time to get in the game with the Nevada Poker League. Play for free to win cash at every location, plus you also can win poker cruises and even a $10,000 World Series of Poker main event seat. It's a great way to play poker at no risk, make new friends, and build up your poker bankroll. The Nevada Poker League is never closed and is running games 7 days a week at a location near you. So what are you waiting for? Visit the NevadaPokerLeague.com right now for all the info. Don't wait. Play poker for free and cash in today with your friends at the Nevada Poker League.
PokerShop.com is your one-stop shop for all your poker and game room needs. PokerShop.com has you covered with an incredible variety of poker chips and supplies, top quality playing cards, plus gaming tables and room accessories, just like you'd find in your favorite casino. And if you're looking to spruce up your man cave, we offer a wide selection of decor options, from lighting to mirrors, and portable bars to bump stools, to make your game room the one all your friends and family will be talking about. So for everything you need to make your game night a great night, go to www.pokershop.com and receive 10% off your purchase with the code HOKE, H-O-K-E. You supply your friends, we supply everything else. Live it, love it. Pokershop.com. There's nothing better than sitting down to play poker with good friends and cutting loose. And that's what you're going to find when you tune in to Poker Night in America. Poker Night in America is revolutionizing televised poker in a big way, with all the action you love and the hilarious fun you've been missing. Come take a seat at the table with all your favorite players, old and new, with Poker Night in America. Mondays, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific on CBS Sports Network. And don't forget to visit the show online at PokerNight.com. So pull up a chair and join us Mondays on Poker Night in America.
Poker players, do you suffer from the Dunning-Kruger effect? That's the mental quirk of thinking you're better at something than you really are. So what's the quickest way to improve your game? How about over 25 hours of training with a 2-time WSOP bracelet winner? That's what you'll get at thepokeracademy.com. It's a completely different kind of training site. It's the only training site that starts at the beginning and explains everything you need to know to become a world-class tournament player. Use the link thepokeracademy.com/mark to get a free 164-page course guide when you sign up. That's thepokeracademy.com/mark.
Your business and promotion will only go as far as your website will take you. That's why the Mark Hoke Show has only trusted one name for over 2 years, BlueRail.net. Whether you need custom website design and development packages, or simply need a host for your website, Blue Rail is the only developer to turn to. It's time to discover the world-class personalized service only the Blue Rail team can provide. Visit us at BlueRail.net and call 520-822-5128 right now for your free consultation today. So get on board at BlueRail.net. How far do you want to go?
Want more of The Mark Hoke Show? Then follow us on Twitter at Mark Hoke Show and like our Facebook page at The Mark Hoke Show for show news and outstanding poker content from around the world. Plus, enjoy the show anytime by subscribing to our podcasts on iTunes or at markhokeshow.podbean.com. We're even on your mobile phone at markhokeshow.podbean.com/mobile. Thanks for listening and being a part of The Mark Hoke Show.
This is the Mark Hoke Show. The Mark Hoke Show. Here again, your host, Mark Hoke.
All right, everybody, we are back live here at the World Series of Poker. Here to wrap up our show this afternoon. Well, the Colossus gets rolling in here. It's going to be one heck of a day as once again these players will be trying to chase down a lot of money. We do not have the numbers yet. Expecting to see those payouts getting posted later on this afternoon here at the Rio, so we'll be watching WSOP.com. I'm guessing it's going to be a lot of money. Could be a little bit. Of course, it was a $5 million guarantee. That got crushed, so it should be a good one. And we'll see who ends up, eventually taking home that big bracelet. And wow, it's going to be a lot. Someone's life is going to get turned upside down after putting down $565. And hopefully, they didn't get backed. I mean, that would be great. Somebody just walks away with it all. But we shall see. It's going to be a great, amazing tournament. And of course, once again, that we got Robert Mizrachi playing for bracelet today. We've also got the 10K Deuce to 7 triple draw tournament kicking off. Yeah. I'm just looking forward to pretty much a thrilling day here at the World Series of Poker. All right, looks like some of the players meandering out here. Of course, the Colossus players starting to filter in, and of course, along with the Hyper Turbo still that just got started at noon today. But quite a few players, I'm sure, have dropped out of that one. I'd say we can take a look at that real quick. Let me see if we can get to the old update page for the Hyper Turbo, technically called the Hyper Hold'em tournament. And let's go to some chip counts. David Van Plu listed on top right now, and look at this, James Woods off to a hot start. Can you believe that guy? I'll tell you what. Frederick Lee also in there. Van Plu at 50,000, Woods 45.2, Frederick Lee 41, Ilio Reyes 39, Arif Dean 34, Tim Riley listed at 33, Dominic Nitschke 22.5. So those numbers fairly insignificant at this point, but a couple of guys jumping out early. So good for them. That should be a nice start. But some big names, obviously, in that one, too. Guys like Joe Cotta, Greg Mercer, Dan Shack, Alan Cunningham, Jason Mercier, Matt Marafiati, Chris Moorman, Barry Schulman, some of the great online players. I mean, this is just right up their alley. No way they were going to miss this. Plus a short run in this tournament means a really short run. You got plenty of time to go do something else, as these blinds are moving very, very fast. So looking forward to seeing how that event turns out. Well, I'm sure they'll be coming back tomorrow on that one, but they've already got 1,000. They announced the prize pool, actually, 1,436 entries into this Hyper Hold'em. And let's take a look at the prize pool on that. Winner, $252,068. That's not bad for playing a quickie tournament. At least as quickie as it gets around here. All right, so there you go. We're just checking around to see who else is flying around here at the World Series, but that's just about all your updates for what's been going on so far this afternoon. So we're just going to be camping out for a little while today and watching what happens with the Colossus as these players will be coming back in here shortly. See what happens. I mean, it's kind of hard to imagine. Once again, we were talking to Ace about that a little bit, but somebody is going to beat all those entries and bring it home. That is just unbelievable, unreal. So, all right. So I think, I think it's going to wrap it up for us because I got to tell you, I'm exhausted after my exciting night at the Plaza, running the show down there, and want to get a little lunch and take it easy. So keep following us on Twitter at Mark Hoke Show, Facebook The Mark Hoke Show. We'll get you more updates. Tomorrow's show, by the way, looks like we'll be doing an evening show, so we're going to be on somewhere around 7 or 8 o'clock tomorrow night. I'm guessing it'll probably be an 8 o'clock Pacific show, so you kids on the East Coast might have to catch us a little late, as I'll be tied up in the daytime. But we will be back down here tonight, day 3 of the Colossus, and so much more going on tomorrow here at the World Series of Poker. I want to thank all of you for being with us today. We'll have a couple of shows up for you on YouTube. We have our show yesterday with Greg Raymer, Dutch Boyd. Unfortunately, the recording cut out for a little bit at the end, but some good stuff from Greg and Dutch on the show. And, of course, we'll have this one with Rep and Ace on there as well. So wish you all the best for you guys coming out for the Colossus. Have a great time. Hopefully we'll see you on day 3 and so many more events going on. So once again, thanks for joining us here on the Mark Hoke Show. We do appreciate it, and we will see you next time here at markhokeshow.com. Have a great afternoon, everybody.